Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and it's a very nice day today. I think it's getting up to 19 today, and I'm missing my van. Actually, I had to take it over to the dealer. It wouldn't start yesterday, and it's the second time that's happened. I guess the battery is messed up, done for. It's about 3 years old, almost 3 years old, and apparently they don't give you any warning. They just, that's it, you're done. And it's under warranty, but anyway. So anyway, I went and dropped it off there. I'll go pick it up tomorrow. But in the meantime, I was actually working today. And once I was working, this happened. Oh, darn. That's the second time that's happened on my MD180. I've had been running these machines over 10 years, and maybe 8 years or so, maybe a bit longer ago, I had one of these handles do this. And what happens is when you're moving it from place to place, going up and down steps and everything, if you put too much stress on if you hold it out here, for example, and pull it or whatever, or twist it over a threshold, you're putting a lot of stress on the plastic in here, and it can, and obviously eventually it will break. Fortunately, when I replaced my handle about 10 years ago, I actually assumed it would happen again, and so I actually bought another handle assembly at that time, and because I figured, well, one day it'll probably happen again, so I'm gonna fix that, and I'll show you that, a little bit of that in a sec. It's actually quite easy to do, and it will only take a few minutes, as you will see. Well, I'll show a bit anyway. But I wanted to show you that, of course, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, that's because it's plastic. Well, here we have a pretty typical rotary. This is an NSS with a metal handle. And you can see the handle is welded in place here, spot welded. Around here. And this handle on this machine, which is actually a Hawk, is basically done the same way. And I have seen these welds break at least twice, if not 3 times. My friend Roger, who's been on my channel a few times, he has a Hawk, and his handle he's had to weld up his handle twice because it would crack. And one of the issues you run into when you're dealing with this can be tricky depending on how the wiring is doing the weld, because it gets pretty warm in there. But anyway, I think on his it's slightly different than the way the NSS is set up. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that, yeah, my handle broke, but even these type of handles, they can, when you're moving it around and everything, you can stress it, because 100 pounds here and up and down steps or over curbs and in and out over the thresholds and all that kind of stuff. You're putting stress on the handles when you're maneuvering these machines, so it's possible that you could actually end up breaking it. So anyway, I got to pull this apart, and this is the front part of the handle. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some epoxy, and I'm going to pour it in here before I put this thing all back together, because that will give this area more strength, which is up at the front here. This is the back part. I can't really do much about this, I don't think. And the only tricky part is there's a little ball bearing in here, which I don't want to lose, because it's actually a little safety setup when it goes to the vertical position. There's a spring-loaded, where is it now? One of these things in here, goes in here, I think. There's a little spring-loaded thing that with a ball bearing in there, and so when I open this up, it'll often come bouncing out. I gotta watch that. Anyway, so when I go to take it apart, I'll show you a little bit here. I left my phone bracket in the van, so show you too much here. So that's the first part, and then this comes off, and all the wiring and everything is all on this assembly here. So and there's the trigger assembly that it pivots down. It won't do it. I have to pull it back. I'll show you. And then you push the button, and it's not working because it's open. Oh, there it is. Anyway, that's kind of how it works, and it actually is. It's actually pretty darn durable, but you can break anything if you reef on it hard enough. Actually, I remember the first time it happened to me. I was pulling this machine, or well, an older version of this machine, up some steps, and I just grabbed the handle and I pulled and just ripped the handle right off. Anyway, so don't do that. So you can break them, but just be careful. I'm going to fix it. So undo these screws and everything, and this opens up like a clamshell. And there's there's a shaft. This goes in here and attaches to a shaft that goes right down the center. That's the handle release mechanism. Very simple and easy to do. Oh, and I was going to mention, there is one machine out there that has this, other than this machine. There's another manufacturer, and I can't remember who it is now, has this exact same handle with this release mechanism and everything. I can't remember which one it is now, but definitely a good idea. A great way of going, because you've got the infinite control on your raising and lowering. You can do it literally on the fly, and it's just a really simple, reliable system. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go because I gotta pull it apart. So thanks for watching and have a good day.